I'm sure you've heard that famous Jim Rohn quote, an investment in your personal development is the best investment you can make. Now, self-development spending doesn't come cheap. So how do you make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck when you spend here? Watch the video to find out. Hi there, I'm Michelle, and welcome to my channel where we talk money and having more of it. Now, I'm somewhat of a personal development junkie, and over the years have spent a fair amount of money in books and in courses to support my addiction. But the thing is though, I haven't always completed the course, or where I have, I don't always implement the teachings, and I definitely haven't read all the books. So recently, when I was about to commit to another course, it got me thinking as to whether I'm actually making the best investment. And that got me thinking a little bit more, that for all types of investments, we need to be strategic, and that applies to our investment in self-development. So I invite you to join me in taking a look at a few things we can do before investing in those courses to make sure we get the best bang for our buck. Well, the first thing is to focus on one thing at a time. And right now I have 3 courses I've bought to do and a list as long as my arm of books that I want to read. And all are in a totally different area of learning. I literally feel like I'm playing tennis with 10 different opponents all at once, and there are balls coming at every angle. And frankly, I have no clue which ball to hit first. And as a result, I'm literally hitting none and doing none of the courses and reading none of the books. Now, this is a perfect recipe for procrastination, wasting money, and not getting any benefit from any of these. So my new approach is to focus on just one area of development. And in fact, J.D. Roth, the author of Get Rich Slowly, says it's best to have one goal for the year and one area to focus on, and this means that it gets done and it gets done well. The second thing is to check that the self-development is aligned with your goals. As I said before, the courses and books I've got to complete are somewhat random in that there are areas I want to develop but don't necessarily move me forward to my goals. And this means I'm likely to be wasting my most precious resource on them, my time. And this is in addition to the money I squandered. What I'm trying to do is to get my money to mostly work towards my goals. But clearly, I'm hoping it does so on its own with little support from me. And in fact, to really energize our goals and add rocket fuel to achieving them, our self-development should equally be aligned with them. Now, while it might sound a lot of fun to subscribe to Duolingo and study 3 languages, or to buy that course on ancient candle making, it's really unlikely to be that level of fun unless it's aligned with your goals and your plans for your life. And from all the recommendations I've read on this, and from what J.D. Roth says, you have one goal for your year, and then possibly every quarter set your self-development to achieving the mini goals that will work towards you achieving that overall goal. The third thing is understand your motivation. Now, I'm cursed with that shiny object syndrome, and many of the courses and books I buy are often driven by my wanting some sort of quick fix in my life. There are, however, no quick fixes, and anything I do or buying any of the courses or books not only means completing it or reading it, but it actually means implementing the things that it suggests to make those changes, and that takes time. So before investing in anything, make sure you are doing it for the right reason. Now, all the sales pages and the book blurbs promise absolutely amazing things, but you really need to think, is this what you are buying? Or are you buying something that genuinely aligns with an area that you want to work on, and that will make those big changes in your life and get you towards your goals? The fourth thing is to set a self-development budget for the year. Setting a slice of your budget aside each year for self-development takes some of that money issue out of the equation when it comes to spending on personal development. And it also gives you a set of boundaries to operate within by creating a disciplined approach to choosing where best to spend your allocated money. But remember, your budget does not only apply to your money, it even more importantly applies to your time, which is possibly the bigger aspect here, given that this is the real resource we cannot get enough or more of. So set aside a time budget for doing the self-development work, as you may find you don't have the spare time, or you just are unwilling to create that space in your diary to do the work. It's one thing to buy a book or a course, but it's an even bigger thing to find the time to do and implement it. This should be probably the most important part of your quarterly planning. Finally, think about your investment before committing. Now, I know the saying, do something in haste and repent at leisure, very well, as I tend to experience it in a lot of areas in my life. It pays to put a little bit of thinking space between reading or hearing about all those wonderful things the course is going to do for your life and actually committing. And a 2-day think about it, self-imposed rule is not a bad thing, as we can get very easily caught up in the wonderful vision offered by the sales pitch and all those juicy bonuses, and we end up signing and paying only to sink into that horrible regret as soon as we've done so. So as a last thought here, try and make it easy to achieve success by choosing courses and books that give real actionable steps for getting the results you want. And this, coupled with the alignment to your goals, guarantees that your money and your time commitment will be the best investment you can make. For more talk about the markets, money, and other things that build a wealthy life, pop over to herwealthiq.com and please sign up for my newsletter. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it and share it with any other ladies who are ready to change their financial story. For financial education and money talk designed for women, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching this video.